Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today is day 17 of 30 Days of Resin, and I thought I'd make a pair of earrings, and we're going to be using UV resin. You'll need some resin tape. You'll need 2 open bezels, any shape is fine, 2 fishhook earrings, some gold, or if you're using silver, gold or silver jump rings. You'll need foil, same color as your open bezels. So I have gold here, and that's nail foil. So it's just for nail art. And then I've got these gold rhinestones that I'm going to use for this. So to begin, you'll need some scissors, and my tape is always notched here. I always fold it over just so it's easy to, release from the roll. I don't need much, so I'm just going to cut off a bit. Also, this little area also helps you move your piece around. And once I cut a piece off, I notch it automatically just like that, and then put it away. Then you're going to place your open bezels on here. Okay, and then to make sure that they're on there really well, just turn it over and rub it really good, and that way it should be secure. And you don't want your UV resin going underneath and making a mess. So first we're just going to do a very thin layer. And the funny thing about this is these are very thin bezels, so you can't use much resin on here. I'm just going to turn this over so I can hold it here, and I'm just going to spread this around up to the edges. Now the resin will not flow on the tape like it does like in the molds, so you have to push it along and make sure you get it in all areas. And like here, if you need a little more, you can always add a drop, but I think it's good. So this one might need a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, this one this one's giving me a little bit of a problem, I think. Just a drop. Okay. They look about the same. So let me just get a baby wipe. You don't want to get the resin all over the place. Okay, so we need to get rid of the bubbles first. And then we're going to cure it just for a second or two. We just want it tacky, and we want it so the foil will stick on it. Okay, so we can end it there. And then I just want to just test it. Okay, it's slightly tacky. So what I need to do is just cut off a couple pieces of this and then apply it. Okay, I'm set that aside. Now I'm going to cure this side for 30 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to cure it on the other side, and I do see a little bubble there, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Okay, now that it's cured, we can remove it. I'm just going to cut around it. Just to make it a little easier. And then I'm going to carefully peel the tape off. Okay. Now with this just peels off. It's just like a top coating. And some of it got right there. Now you can see where the bubbles were, but we still can hide those. So the next, I've never worked with that nail foil before. I don't know how they get it so perfect on nails, but whatever they do, they know what they're doing. And I'm just going to put a little bit of resin on top. And then just go to the edges. I'm going to be very careful about this. I don't want to mess it up in any way. But I can see a couple imperfections, but those will be covered up, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now if there was like an imperfection like in the center, then I would worry about it. So this is, just so you know, this is the second time I've done this. I tried it once, and I mean, it wasn't really a bad fail, but you can see that there's a lot missing. And there's a lot of bubbles. So these I'm just going to set aside. I may use them for something else. I'm not sure yet. But right now I just wanted to do it again. And get some of these rhinestones out. And that's basically what's going to cover up any flaws. And you can place the rhinestones any way you want. Oops. For some reason they're being difficult to work with. Oh, that one. One upside down. And then I think I'm going to go up the side. Now all you have to do is keep adjusting because they do move around a little bit. So before you cure them, just make sure you adjust them, that they're in the spots you want. Well, we could leave it at that. It's kind of pretty. Or we could just go all the way around. That's another option. So we could do that. I'm thinking I want to go all the way around. Although I just thought of something. Since this is an earring and it's going to be a dangle earring, you will need a spot to drill, so you might have to drop this down a little bit. I'm trying to see if I like that the way it is. Or maybe just come up a little bit on this side and then leave the rest all gold. I think that might be nice too. So we'll do that. We'll come up on this side of it. Or we could do opposites. Let's see here. Had that all the way up there. As long as you have time to move these around, just play around with it a little bit. Okay. There. And think I need another one here. Create whatever design you want on here. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I think I like that. Now, like I said, if you have more of these, you can fill that in. You just need a spot, or another thing you could do is just take the jump ring, and once you're done, if you do like an oval of it, you can turn it over and just place the jump ring on there. That's what I'm thinking I might do. I mean, I like it this way, but I think it'd be much prettier if it was the oval of rhinestones with the gold in the center. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'll show you what I mean about putting the jump ring on the back. These things just want to give me a lot of difficulty. I don't know why, but they do. Okay. And then make sure that they're spaced evenly and everything. You don't want any like large gaps. Whoops. I don't know why that one's acting up. It's almost like they're top heavy or something. They keep turning over. And let me see, I think I need one more. Most definitely. Like I said, play around with it to make sure you get it to the look you want. Okay. And then we're going to cure this for 90 seconds. Okay, now that that's done curing, I'm just going to put another layer on the inside. And that's just going to secure the rhinestones more. Oops. Wrong tool. And then just cure it for another 90 seconds. Okay, so now that they're cured, lift one up. I think it turned out really pretty. So now you can decide which you want the top and which you want the bottom. So this side obviously is like a silvery color, which you don't want. So you can put another layer and make it tacky, and then put some of that film on it if you want. You can do that. Or you could just leave it the way it is. I'm not really fond of the way that looks. I'm going to cure the underneath one more time for 90 seconds, make sure it's really like secure. And then I'm going to put some more of this on the back so we have a layer of gold. All right, so I'm just going to put another layer on here. Make sure it's spread real well, because if you miss any areas, this will not stick. And I think that's why we had those little bubble areas. Oops. Be nice if I took the top off. Put a little more on there, a little more here. And I'm going right to the edges. Make sure I got everything. Then I'm going to cure for 10 seconds. Okay. All right, here we go again. Let's see. Cut some of this foil. I'm going to place it on, and I'm going to rub as I go. Okay. I'm going to do it for 90 seconds just to make sure it cures underneath. Okay, so we can peel this off. Okay, well this did the same thing. Has some bubbles. Perfectly okay. Another option is if this bubbles up like that. This one wasn't too bad. This one was actually pretty good. We can try to repair it, because we are going to put another layer of resin over the back. So we can just try to repair it as best as possible. Just gonna wipe that away, because I just want to fill in that little spot there. I'm going to use this to spread. Okay. And then I'll cure it. Okay, so I just want to let you know, if you need to repair it, I repaired this part and this part. Barely notice it. So if you want, even on the other side, if you want to repair something, you can do that also. You just, wherever there's a hole or whatever, just place a little dab of UV resin on it. Then let it cure just for about 5 seconds, maybe 4, until it's sticky or tacky. And then put the gold foil back on, you know, where the edges are still like, you know, foily there. and then just cure it again for about maybe 30 seconds, and then peel it off, and then it actually repairs it. But we are going to put another layer over this anyways, so let's do that now. And I'm just going to push the resin to the edges. Now the ones I showed you at the beginning that were a little destroyed, I'm probably just going to fix those with some of the gold foil. We're going to cure this now for 90 seconds. Okay, so you're going to need your jump rings. And I'm just going to need 2. Make sure those ends are put together. And then where the ends are, you could put that down. Towards there, towards the bottom. Okay, but stick up just a little bit. I'm trying to get it in the spot that I want. Okay. And then just put a little dab of resin. And then you can spread the rest down on the back of it. You might need a little more for spreading down the back. Just a dab. But make sure it's around your jump ring. And then you can adjust your jump ring again. All right. And then cure for 180 seconds. All right, that's done curing. We can turn it over. And you can see the jump ring sticking out from the top. You can see it in the back. But people are going to be looking at the front of your earrings, so you don't really have to worry about it. I do want to mention though, this was obviously the first time I tried that, that foil, the nail foil. I don't like it. I probably should have tested it before I did this video. I'm not very fond of it. So I would recommend, I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead. Or maybe you've worked with it before and you have, you know, a better idea of how to use it. But I recommend just using the metallic mica powder, because that way you have the gold on the front, the back, and then all you have to do is put your stones, and then it'll make it much easier for you. So you just open it to the side, and then you just place your piece onto your earring, and then you just make sure it's closed tight. I think that's really pretty. I mean, for what it is, I think it's really pretty. That was a tough one though, I'll tell you, with that foil. But yeah, like I said, I think the next time I make these, I'm going probably to use the metallic mica powder. But you never know. Maybe I'll test it out again and see if I like it. So this is So this is the end of day 17 of 30 days of resin. I do hope you liked my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of my upcoming videos. Also, you will find in the description box links to all the supplies I used today. You'll also find links to my artwork, my jewelry, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Or actually, see you tomorrow. Keep forgetting. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.